Alright guys, I'm back with another one. What I'm going to do is today is I'm going to paint my front brake calipers. Now these two brake calipers I got off eBay for I think 30 bucks. It's a left and a right. I think this is the left side, this is the right one. On my bike, when I got my bike, the previous owner who had this bike, he deleted the right side brake caliper. I want to put the right brake caliper back on, so I found somebody who was selling two brake calipers. Now this caliper I painted maybe 2 years ago. It held up really good, but I'm gonna paint the two new ones, off the bike. This one I painted with a brush. It turned out good though. Let's check the other side. If you check out this other side, you notice there's no caliper or brake disc, anything. So that's what I want to do. I want to put both sides back on, and I'm going to start with these. I'm going to clean these up, paint them, and get them ready to get put back on top of the fact that I need to purchase a new brake line that connects from one side to the other. Maybe an additional bolt, but we'll see. Now I already have this side, which is the right side, the left side, taken apart already. But with this one, they're basically the same. These are T40 Torx bits. You have 3 of them. You gotta take these 3 out, and then if you flip it on this other side, you have two T30 Torx bits. You can you need to take those out. Those pins go all the way through here, all the way through, and they hold these little brackets on that keep the brake pads from falling out. As you can see, brake pads have like these holes through them. These holes are those 2 bolts going through, and it's holding it in this way basically. One on that side, the other on this side. And this is the bracket that is in there. Now what I do is I take pictures of things before I take it apart so that I know exactly how it goes back together. I suggest that you do the same. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get some of this brake cleaner, AutoZone brand, 2 for $5. I'm going to spray all this dirt off of it first, and then once I get the dirt off, I'm going to spray it with this stripper, just like last time with the rear brake. 15 minutes, stripper should take all this gold off. I want to pull it as far as I can down to the metal. As you can see, the brake fluid's leaked on it a lot and it's already peeling anyway, so I want to go ahead and just take all that off. Alright, I'm gonna get started. Alright, I cleaned them off as much as I could, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blue tape and I'm going to ball it up, and I'm going to screw it down into these holes where the brake fluid goes. I don't want any of that stripper getting in there, so that's what I'm going to do. Should be one on that side. I think it's only one. And then this bolt up here. Alright, as you can see, I ball it up and then I just kind of just turn it in there with the threads, get it down in there, and then I do any other hole in the brake calipers that need to be taped up so that the aircraft stripper or paint stripper won't get inside. Alright, as you can see, it's already stripping it off already. I mean, I just sprayed that on there. So we're gonna see if I can get this one recorded. See that stuff bubbling up? It's coming right off. Sorry, coming off of this one too. Alright. I'm gonna let this sit for about, I think 15-20 minutes, and I'll come back. Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see, that stripper is already taking this paint off. Look at that. That's all the way down to the metal. You know, some spots it might be a little more attached, but other than that, it's basically off. Both sides. What you're gonna do is you can take a you know, like a flathead screwdriver and kind of just scrape most of it off. The areas where you can't scrape it off with the flathead screwdriver, you're gonna get some scuff pad. I call it Scotch-Brite, but you're gonna get some of this. And what I like to do is, so I don't waste it, you know, I cut me like a little piece off, man. Cut me like a little piece off, and basically I'm going to use this to scrub the rest of it off after I use the flathead. Alright guys, again, make sure you got your PPE on. I got on gloves. They have on gloves. You don't want to use this stuff without having on gloves. This stuff will eat your skin up. I also got on a pair of goggles because I want to make sure this stuff doesn't get in my eye. Little pieces of paint, things like that. So basically what you're going to do again, you're going to come out, you're going to just go ahead and just scrape majority of this stuff off. See that? I mean, this stuff is like just basically peeling off. I mean, it's not even held on in some areas. See that? So I'm basically just knocking it loose. You could probably get you like a little shop rag or something like that to wipe most of this stuff off. Alright, so I just got me one of those little blue rags, and all I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to wipe this stuff off before I even use the Scotch-Brite, because it'll fill in all the grooves of the Scotch-Brite scuff pad. You won't be able to use it anymore, so I would rather use it last, for the last resort. Just use me old blue paper towel, shop paper towel. And then, like, once I rough all this stuff up, you know, with that Scotch-Brite, I'm gonna put it in that pan down there, and then I'm gonna spray brake cleaner on it to get whatever else is left, like these little crumbs and stuff like that. Get all these crumbs and stuff off. So you can see how that stuff's just, man, it's just falling off. That's probably as much as I'm gonna be able to get off with this shop rag or paper towel. And then I'm gonna do the same with this one. Just kind of scrape it off. Scrape it off with the flathead screwdriver. I'm doing right now is just breaking it up. That's all you want to do, kind of break it loose. And I'm gonna go back. Try to make sure you keep your flathead clean. Go back to the rag and just pull off whatever you can before you use the Scotch-Brite. See how that stuff's coming off? Got my cameraman with me, Makai, right now. He's holding the camera. Can't really do this stuff one-handed. I know he's ready to get back to playing the game. I think I'm clean. All right. So again, just to show you, like this little bit right here. You use your Scotch-Brite. You know, you don't technically have to get all of it off. You could go and spray it again, a little bit of the stripper to get like these little spots like this off if you want. I'm just gonna sand it. You know, see, I got it all cleaned off. I mean, this Scotch-Brite's gonna get most of the stuff out of here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean the rest of it off with that brake fluid. Go ahead. All right, like I said, show you how I'm spraying this stuff off. Any remainder of it, you can kind of just spray it off with this parts cleaner, carb cleaner, brake cleaner, whatever you want to call it. That's the only purpose this is used for, other than cleaning the brakes off. $2 for $5, you can't beat that. Alright, I'm gonna pull them out and wipe them off a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, I'm back. Got everything all cleaned up as good as I could possibly get it. I got the other ones sitting in the stripper. I'm gonna clean those off too, but right now I'm just sanding these down. I'm using some 120 grit sandpaper, and I'm just roughing it up a little bit. Try to get these corners as good as I can. That's where it peels at. I'm not gonna do the best job though, because well, I'm gonna do an alright job. I'm not gonna tell that fib. So let's see. All right. Go ahead and start sanding this one too. Get these ready to start spraying. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape off the back of it. No paint's gonna get on here. I'm gonna try to get all of this painted, but I'm not gonna paint anything in here because that's where the pistons and everything are. You're not gonna see that anyway. You don't want to get paint in there anyway. It may stop the pistons from working properly. But that's all I'm doing is sanding it up good. And then what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to wipe them down with alcohol. Just some old regular white alcohol. And after that, I'm going to tape them up, get them ready to paint. I still probably got about 10 minutes on these, so I'm gonna let those sit in the stripper for a little bit longer. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you before I started painting them the difference between the two. Got one that's metal after I've stripped it and sanded, and then the other one I kind of put a little light dusting on it of primer. I'm using the flame proof primer, 1300 to 2000 Fahrenheit VHT. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start spraying this other one, see how this is gonna turn out. Like I said, light dusting. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one too. I'm gonna hit it up side like this. Make sure you get the whole thing. Let's see. See that little run right there? See if I can focus in on it. It's just a small run. It's kind of why I tell you to do a light dusting first. Alright, kind of let you see how they look after I finish kind of giving them a dusting. We're gonna let these dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back out here and do another dusting and then a wet spray, and then we're gonna hit it with the cherry red and then the clear. Alright guys, I'm back out here. We're gonna do that second dusting. Put a little spray on it, and after you spray it, make sure you just hit those little areas where you may not have any primer. Now, I know I said I was going to do 2 dusts and 1 wet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like this. I think that this is enough spray on it to cover the whole thing. We may not need to spray it anymore. Alright, now we're going to let that dry, and then after that we're going to come back with the red. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put a little quick dry time on this. Pull out my trusty heat gun. I'm gonna just heat and this stuff dry. Well, you know, dry enough to be able to put some cherry red on there. I think that's good enough. Alright guys, I'm back. Got the cherry red, 550 Fahrenheit. VHT. It's that engine paint. Let's see what this will do. I like to shake the can up a little bit. Alright, let's see. Now, I'm doing the dusting now because I only got a little bit of this paint left. So I'm gonna dust it real good. And this is the last thing I gotta paint. Uh-oh, with any red. Let's see if I can get this little corner right here. I know I said I was gonna do a little dusting, but I've been spraying so much here lately, I think I'm pretty decent. Let's see. Let's see. Let's make sure I'm getting all this stuff up under the bottom, up under here. Gotta make sure you're getting everything. Alright, I think I got it. Now, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. And then we're gonna come back to it. See how it looks. See how good that looks. Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Alright guys, I'm back out here with the dryer. I'm gonna see if we can make this, speed this process up a little bit. You just need to kind of dry it so that it's kind of tacky a little bit, so I can go ahead and it's not running or anything. So I can go ahead and spray that second coat on there. After this, I'm probably not going to do any more coats. I think I hit it enough. I got to save a little bit for touch-ups, you know, just to make sure everything's touched up good. Yeah, see, that's good. That's good enough right there. That's good enough for me to go ahead and put a second coat on there. Let's go back. Alright guys, we're out here with this second coat of red. This is gonna be a good thick coat. Kinda not thick that it's running, but thick to cover every little spot that may be missing. And then after that, drying, and I'm going with the clear. Now, with this one, you zoom in on it. See that drip mark? That's actual brake fluid. A little bit of brake fluid that's still coming out of the caliper. You know, no matter how much you clean it out, it's always going to be a little bit in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe that up real good. And then after I wipe it, I'm going to spray it back. So give me a second. Let me go back. Now, as you can see, that's that area where that brake fluid kind of leaked out. So I decided to just take them down since they were hanging. And I'm going to spray the rest of it on this cardboard. Everything else is basically touched up, so I'm gonna paint that, and then I'm gonna hit these little spots like you see right there, where it's still kind of gray in there. I'm gonna hit all those spots. All right, give me a second. If you ever need to do like a touch up or something like that, a little bit of red or just some clear or something like that, I'm gonna show you how you do it. Basically, what you do is you take a little paintbrush like this, take you the red, spray it in a spot like that. Take your paintbrush and just kind of get a little bit on there. Get a little bit. Now you're gonna throw this paintbrush away afterwards because it's not gonna be any good. But like if you just look at these little spots, you might can't see them, but these are the spots where the actual what was it? The wire that was holding it. Where it kind of missed some areas. All you do is just touch them up. Touch it up, let it blend in with the rest of the paint. Any little areas you see, just touch them up. I don't really see anything else, guys. But that's how you touch them up. But you see how those look? They look wonderful. See if I can focus it a little bit. Yeah, they look good. That's the right side, or actually that's the left side. The right side is the ones that I'm painting now. All right, that was just to show you how to do some touch up. You want to try to touch up things like this before you let this stuff dry. So 100%. All right, this is how your product should look. This right here is cleared. These right here are not, but I'm about to put some clear on both of them. Oh, that's primer. Please make sure you put the right stuff on. There we go. Satin clear, flame proof, VHT, 1300 to 2000 Fahrenheit. Look at it one more time just to make sure. Satin clear. All right. And then all I'm gonna do is just hit him one more time, because you know I kind of cut this one up. So. Hit this one. Spray it on it real good. You want it to look like candy, man, when you finish. Right now, you can put that spray coats on there pretty good and thick if you want. Not so thick that they're running, but you know what I mean. Alright, that one, that's done. Now it's time to put some actual clear on these. They don't have clear on them at all. I'm not gonna put it on so thick because paint on here is still not, you know, it's dry, but it's not super dry. This is the reason why you use the same paint brands. You never stray away, because if you do, different chemicals can create different reactions. But I got the same stuff, so no matter how much I spray, You know, I'm not getting these bubble effects and things like that because the paint has the same chemicals in them. Look at them things. Look at them. Let's see if I can get a look at that. I can almost see myself in them things. Oof. God, they look good. I'm gonna hit these 2 more times and I'm gonna hit that one more time. I'm finna dry them right quick. Alright, I'm back and I'm drying them. I like to put a little heat gun on it sometimes. It kind of helps with the drying. Then if a bug lands on it, you know, it doesn't get stuck to it because it's kind of dry. I'm gonna hit this one too. Let those chill for a little bit and I'll come back. Alright guys, I'm gonna hit it with that clear again. Shake that can up real good. Mix those chemicals up in that can. Alright. Remember, I've already done those. That's done. Yeah, it looks good. So you want that stuff. See how that stuff, see how wet it is? See how smooth it is? Look at those. Beautiful. Like I said, if you spray this stuff, you know, within an hour, like get all the coats on within an hour, this stuff bonds together better. If you wait too long, you know, and I'm gonna hit this one more time. If you wait too long, you know, it's basically like you have like a dry spot between the coats. You want them to kind of be kind of tacky so that you know that adhesion is happening. Alright guys, I think I'm done. Now I want you to look at that. You see how that looks? That's how your spray paint should look. You see that? Look at that. That's how it should look. You know you got a great bond when it looks like that. Alright guys, that's it, man. I don't really think I got anything else to show you. I got a couple more things. We'll check them out next video. Alright. Oh yeah, and this is JOATD. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you like them. Thumbs down if you don't. Leave me a comment.